Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope your weeks are going well thus far and that you enjoyed a nice long weekend, which at this point probably feels like a very distant memory for you all. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. And whether you are signed up as part of our title league, or if you're just playing casually here tonight, we welcome you to come on over and play with us. You can get signed up for the quiz by coming to this website. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, you're going to notice we're looking for a few basic sign-up details. That includes a team name, an email address, and then there's a drop-down menu that asks, are you in the league? If you are, say yes. If you're not, say, nah, not today, or whatever it's phrased as there for you. Again, you're welcome to play whether you're in the league or not. And reminder, everybody, those of you who are in the league, coming up on Monday is the virtual championship. You should have gotten an email yesterday from the wonderful Trivia Joe, our commissioner, inviting you to attend on Monday. So kindly RSVP so we know you're going to be there. We hope very much that you all can make it. All of that aside, here's what we're doing this evening. We're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 rounds are question and answer style themes. Rounds 1, 2, and 3 have 10 questions in them. And here is how they're going to work. I'm going to ask you a question out loud. As I ask it, it will pop up directly on your fully interactive virtual answer sheet for you to see as I'm asking it. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options. The majority of your questions this evening are going to be short answer questions. Enter in the response that you think is correct, and then please click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. All of those questions are going to have that 20-second countdown timer, so keep an eye out for it. It can catch up on you. Let's say you want to change your response and you still have some time left on that timer. Go for it. Please do so. We kindly ask that you just make sure you click submit answers again so that we receive your updated response. Also, let's say you spell something incorrectly. Don't sweat it. We do have a great system in place to handle such things. I'm flying solo here tonight, everybody. Peter has picked up a Wednesday in-person gig. He's hosting in Long Island City at Focal Point Brewery. It's such a great spot. If you want to go see him in person, I encourage you to do so. But that does mean that I will be scoring the quiz by myself. So please be kind to me as I take a moment to review your responses and make sure that you get the points that you deserve to get. If you're just joining us, hi there and welcome. I am Meredith. I will be your host for this trivia game this evening. Get yourself signed up for the quiz by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. We're looking for 3 details from you. That includes a team name, an email address, and let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. Click that button that says, sign me up to play. Our final round of the night is going to function a little bit differently than our first 3 categories. It'll be time for the picture round. The picture round, I will explain in full detail when we get to that point of the quiz. So sit tight for those specifics for you all. Let's see what else. I do have 2 rules for you all tonight. I see in the chat there that Helsinki is having some troubles with the video playing. Please let me know if other folks are having that difficulty as well. Chances are it may be an internet connection thing on the viewing end there. That would be my guess. Okay, glad to hear from Yellow Mayo. Things are going well for others of you. What was I saying? Rules, of course, important. 2 rules. Rule number 1, the most important rule of this game. Don't cheat. Please do not look the answers up. We all know that you could do that. You could Google things. You could ask your devices, whatever kind of format you may use to look things up. Please refrain from doing so. It makes the game no fun at all for anybody. So don't cheat. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. That is all that we ask of you here this evening. And with that, we're going to dive into our first round of the night in one moment. This is your final opportunity to get signed up for tonight's quiz before we dive into round number 1. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be joining these teams from our first sign up. Yellow Jackets. Oh, hello, Yellow Jackets. Hope you're doing okay. I know it was tough for you and your soccer team out there. Down to our most recent team to sign up, Scooby. Hi, Scooby. What's up? We call our dog that as a nickname, but we call him Scoob, actually. Welcome to all of you, every team in between those two. We're so happy that you're here tonight, and I wish you all good luck. Let's dive into round number 1. Our first category of the evening, we are talking all about pop quiz. Pop, your keyword in round number 1. Here we go. Round 1. Question number 1. What sweet, originally called Action Candy, has the slogan, "Taste the Explosion"? Name that sweet. Action Candy. Makes sense. It was the original name of Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks, your correct response for question number 1. Let's see how you did on this first one. Nearly everyone getting it correct, an 83% we're looking at here. Question number 2. Popeye the Sailor Man gains his incredible strength from eating what vegetable? Popeye the Sailor Man gets his strength from eating canned. Does not sound good. Spinach is your correct response there. And I'm happy to say that despite it saying that 88% of you got it right, every single team that submitted came up with spinach. Well done. It's a social. Question number 3. What popcorn brand owner was described by the New York Times as the agricultural visionary who all but single-handedly revolutionized the American popcorn industry? Name that person. Yes, it is true. Popeye taking spinach, not steroids. An answer for you all for number 3. It was not Wilbur, but rather Orville Redenbacher, who was this pioneer in popcorn science. 86% got that right. Question number 4 in this pop quiz round. The movie Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping is a mockumentary film that features the members of what comedic musical group as the fictional pop rap act, the Style Boys? The fictional Style Boys, portrayed by the real life members of The Lonely Island, is your correct answer for number 4. Lonely Island. It is such a funny movie. I completely agree. Really great soundtrack. Highly recommend just even listening to some of the songs. They're amazing. Our fifth question in round number 1. Here we go. Funko Pop is a popular vinyl figure toy brand. In 1998, the first toy they produced was a bobblehead of the mascot for what fast food chain? Founded in 1936 by Bob Wyan in Glendale, California. Name that fast food chain. They've gone on to release several editions since this that are in more of the traditional Funko Pop style with the vinyl rather than the bobblehead. It's Big Boy, everyone. Hopefully, Bob was a clue for you all, as in Bob's Big Boy. Let's see how you did on number 5. 47% of you all got that one right. Pretty tricky. Our sixth question in Pop Quiz. Based on the children's books by P.L. Travers, the Disney movie Mary Poppins follows a magical nanny who is working for what family? The father's occupation is actually strangely a nod to their last name. Those kids are Jane and Michael Banks. Banks family, your correct response for number 6. Same family name in you know, that movie called the one where Steve Martin's daughter gets married. Father of the Bride. Okay, we've got 4 more questions in this round. Let's move on to number 7. Dubbed the Queen of Pop, what is singer Madonna's last name? I love seeing what you all respond with. One team said, formerly known as Richie, since she was married to Guy Ritchie. A clever way to try to come up with Saccone, which is actually her last name, Saccone, which is how I heard Oprah say it. So if that's how Oprah says Saccone, it must be right. 51% of you all got it right. Our eighth question in this round: in cricket, the popping crease is a line drawn on the pitch in front of what item that is made up of two sets of three stumps and two bails? What is that item that the popping crease is in front of? So sweet. Peter, even though he couldn't be here tonight, left me a nice note to find right now on this doc that I'm reading from. Hi, Peter, if you happen to be tuning in for the moment. I've got an answer for you all for number 8. If you're cricket fans, you know that that item is oh, Wicket. Wicket, your correct response. Maybe you're an Ewok fan, and that's how you knew that. Two more questions in round 1. Here's number 9. Sweet carbonated beverages are called soda in some regions, pop in others. And in the southern United States, what brand name is often used as a generic word to mean any sort of soft drink? That brand name, you don't want to mix it with Pop Rocks. It's Coke. What kind of Coke do you want? What a confusing question. Anyone playing here tonight call soda Coke? I know we've got some pop people in the house. Hello, Midwesterners. How's it going? Actually, I looked at a map of this today, and pop is a larger region than I would have thought. It's like the Midwest and also the Northwest. Let's see here. We've got, is Pepsi okay? Pepsi is not okay. I do have one final question in this round. Question number 10. The tulip poplar is the state tree of Indiana, Tennessee, and what other state, with destinations such as Mammoth Cave National Park and Cumberland Gap National Historical Park? What state is that? Strong opinions in the chat about your take on what it is you call soft drinks. As a growing up as a Midwesterner, absolutely called it pop, and I am a convert. I now call it soda, so I don't seem like a weirdo. Your answer here for number 10: Cumberland Gap National Historical Park and Mammoth Cave are both in Kentucky. Kentucky also has the tulip poplar as its state tree. 65% of you all got that one right. And that does bring us to the end of round number 1. Let's check in with our standings one round into the quiz. We've got a tie right now for 10th place with 9 points each. Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, Porch Turd 2, Deck Turd, The Plushest, Nando, Team Cockroach, McClunky, Catman, Don't, Team 578, Team 578, and Jackash Incorporated. And tied for the lead right now, these teams have perfect scores thus far. 10 for 10. You all know your pop. We've got Pieced It Together, Jive Turkeys, We Drink and We Know Things, 69, 17, and 12. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, the Helsinki Syndrome, the Rubber Yolks, and Canna Dis. Great job to all of those teams. Did you know, everybody, we do private events? We would absolutely love to work with you. I am the coordinator of our private events, and you can reach out to me by sending an email to meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Maybe it's a personal gathering, like a birthday party that you're looking for something fun to help celebrate. Or perhaps you have a corporate gathering coming up. Whatever it may be, we would love to be a part of it. We can customize the content to any specifics you might have. Let's say it's your birthday. We could incorporate some questions that are all about you. Maybe it's a work gathering. We could incorporate some questions about your colleagues or about the place where you work. Help you all get to know each other and your company better. Whatever it might be, we want to make it happen. Reach out to me, Meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Round 2 tonight is in the category of Off to the Races. Off to the Races is the theme. Races or race, your keyword in round 2. Here is question number 1. What is the second race that takes place annually in the Triple Crown of horse racing? The Kentucky Derby is first. Then you head on over to Maryland for the Preakness, the Preakness Stakes. After that, come on over to Long Island to hit up the Belmont Stakes. 72% of you all got Preakness correct. Question number 2. Stefan James stars as what athlete who won a record breaking 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympics in the 2016 movie Race? Helsinki, I'm sorry to hear that you're still having difficulty with the live stream over there. Thanks for sticking it out and making it work. If anyone else is having difficulty, please let me know so we can figure out if there's some kind of pattern with something going astray here tonight. Your correct answer for number 2, that movie Race, centers around Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens, fellow the Ohio State University alumnus, Jesse Owens. Question 3. The climactic vehicular contest near the end of what 2001 family film was dubbed Race Wars? Truly a joy to see what you all put as your responses. Shout out to the team who put Herbie Fully Loaded. Definitely came out around that time. I feel like that was more like 2003, Herbie Fully Loaded. Don't quote me. If you put The Fast and the Furious, you would be correct there. 67% of you all got that one right. The Fast and the Furious. Anyone seen Fast 10 or Fast X yet? Peter saw it. I sat that one out. Question 4. The New York City Marathon begins on what bridge? The New York City Marathon starts right over in Staten Island. It's the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. The Verrazano Narrows. Has anyone playing tonight participated in the New York City Marathon? If so, hats off to you. It would be very interesting to know. Not something that I aspire to, but I do very much admire it. Helsinki 2 times. Wow. Glutton for punishment, or you love it. One of us ran last November on Chi-Chi's. It's a damn long bridge and so expensive to drive over, like $16 one way, I'm pretty sure is how much it costs to go to Staten Island. Our fifth question in this race round, R2T was an abbreviation used for what Obama-era competitive education grant program, which was announced as part of the American Recovery Act in 2009. R2T, sometimes also called RTTT. It is Race to the Top. Race to the Top is the name of that education grant program. If you put something very similar to that, we will make sure that you get the point over here. Looks like 14 teams coming in with a correct answer there. 33% of you all. It was a tough one. Question number 6. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race goes from the city of Anchorage to what other Alaska city? Whether you spelled it with a G, like the mythological forest people, or without a G, as it is actually spelled, Nome is your correct answer. The Iditarod goes from Anchorage to Nome. Our next question in this round, number 7, Race, is a 2009 play written by what playwright who also wrote American Buffalo? Name that playwright. 5-time contestants, thank you for sharing your deeper Iditarod knowledge. So it's not actually Anchorage where the Iditarod starts, but apparently Willow. Cool. Did not know. Thank you for the specificity. I believe it still ends in Nome, so I don't think it affects our answer there. Also, Helsinki, so true. Togo doesn't get that credit. Balto, what a diva. An answer for you all for number 7. That play Race and American Buffalo are both by David Mamet. David Mamet is your correct response for number 7. Another tough one here. We've got 3 more questions in this off to the races round. Here's number 8. RuPaul's Drag Race in the United States is now shown on Paramount Plus. But what was the name of the first TV network where it aired? The way that our software enters in alphanumeric things is pretty funny. Lots of you guessed VH1, which is not its original network, but what I'm looking at when I see VH1, it looks like the Hone. It actually originally premiered in the US on Logo TV. Brutally tough question. Well done to those teams who got that one right. It deserves one of these for sure. And our penultimate question in this round, founded in 1851, and today one of the world's oldest international sporting competitions, the America's Cup, is a trophy awarded in what sport? The America's Cup, a trophy awarded in the sport of sailing, sailboat racing. Your answer for number 9. 67% of you got that one right. And our final question in round 2, the Triple Crown of Motorsport includes the Indy 500, 24 Hours of Le Mans, and the Grand Prix in what city state in the French Riviera? The third event in the Triple Crown of Motorsport is the Monaco Grand Prix. Monaco, your correct response for number 10. A great way to close out that round. 84% of you all got that answer right. Checking in with our standings, we are halfway through the quiz, 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. We've got a tie in 16th place, or pardon me, 13th place with 16 points. Puff Daddies, Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, Plants Make Love Too, and Jackash Incorporated. Tied in 10th with 17, The Plushest Nando, Jive Turkeys, and McClunky. Tied in 8th with 18, Team 578, and Team 578, and tied for second place right now with 19 points. Pieced it together. We Drink and We Know Things, 69. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, the Helsinki Syndrome, the Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things, 17. And in the lead right now, the only team with a perfect score 2 rounds in, 20 for 20, We Drink and We Know Things, 12. Well done, We Drink and We Know Things, 12. A reminder, everybody, the virtual championship is coming up right here on Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Reminder, RSVP, reach out to commish at nyctrivialeague.com. You should have an email from him from the last couple of days inviting you. So just make sure that you reply whether or not you will be there. We hope very much that you will compete for the top spots of season 54. Coming up after that, our next quiz will be 1 week from today, which is Wednesday, June 7th. You can find us here at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, our usual time, usual place. Also, before we move on, I do have some big news to share with you all. Big update. We are going to be saying farewell to the Monday quiz. We felt it was time over here. Life is getting busy. Summertime is a wild time. A lot of people coming and going. We want to hold on to one of our virtual quizzes, and Wednesday historically has had a higher turnout. So we do have to say goodbye to the Monday quiz, and that is going to be happening effective on Monday, June 12th. So next Monday, that virtual championship will be our final Monday. Things could change, of course, in the future. Who knows what it will bring? But as of now, that is where we stand. We're going down to 1 quiz a week. We will miss you all. So sorry for those of you who like to play strictly on Mondays, though maybe they don't hear that right now because it's Wednesday. But I will announce it again next week, of course. Thank you all so much for playing with us on Mondays for the last 3+ years. It has been really wonderful having you all, and it could come back. Do not fret. But right now, this is the right decision for all of us over here. We're going to move on to our third round of the evening, which tonight we are talking all about double talk. In this round, either your question or your answer is going to feature a repeated word. Let's do it. Double talk. Question 1. 1 second. Question number 1. We've got Pago Pago is the capital of what U.S. territory? Of roughly 50,000 people, the southernmost territory belonging to the United States. Thanks to those of you sharing your feelings in the chat about the Monday quiz. I'm sad to see it go as well. I hope you all can understand that it just was the right thing to do. Pago Pago, the capital of American Samoa. American Samoa, your correct response for number 1. Question number 2, Joseph Gordon-Levitt stars as a radio journalist who is diagnosed with cancer in what 2011 comedy drama that features Seth Rogen as his best friend and Anna Kendrick as his therapist? Truly a joy to see your answers. We've got big, big radio, talk, talk, shrink, shrink, sicko, sicko. So sorry. None of those are right. But if you put 50-50, you got that point for number two, 50-50. Question number three. The Mau Mau Rebellion was a conflict in the 1950s between the United Kingdom and the Kikuyu, Meru, and Embu peoples of what African country that opposed British colonization? Please name that African country. It is true, 50-50, a little bit tricky since the words in the title, after all, are actually numbers. But kudos to those of you who pulled that one out. Your correct answer for number three, the Kikuyu, Meru, and Embu peoples are of Kenya, is your correct response. Kenya, 51% of you got that one right. Our fourth question in this double talk round. A literature professor known by the pseudonym Humbert Humbert is the narrator of the 1955 novel Lolita, written by what Russian born author? Name that author. The novel Lolita, written by Vladimir Nabokov is your correct answer. Nabokov wrote Lolita. 67% of you got that one right. If you put Vlad Nabokov, give me a moment. Let me rescore that for you. You clearly are just on a first name basis with him. I didn't know that that we knew him as Vlad up close and personal. Your scores should now reflect the correct score. Question number five. What staple food of North African cuisine is made of steamed granules of rolled semolina and is often served with stew on top? Sounds so good. Shout out to the team who put yum yum. Not wrong entirely, but you know it better as couscous. Couscous is your correct response for number five. Question number six. What type of participatory joke is thought to have originated in William Shakespeare's Scottish play in a monologue from The Porter? Old Bill Shakespeare, thought to have invented the knock knock joke. Knock knock, your answer for number 6. So sorry, it's not a your mama joke. Doesn't fit the category, but good try there. Also, did you know that starring in a 2015 Eli Roth thriller called Knock Knock was our very own Keanu? You have been Keanu'd. Also starring in that movie, Ana de Armas. Looks like a creepy premise. Have not seen this one, but it looks like two women show up at his house in the middle of a rainy night, and then weird things ensue. Question number 7. What is the fruity sounding name of the disease in which the body lacks vitamin B1 or thiamine? It is believed that the name of the disease comes from a Sinhalese phrase meaning weak, weak. A severe lack of vitamin B1 can lead to a condition called beriberi. Beriberi is your correct answer for number 7. I like where your heads are at, those of you who put Lyme disease, and a special shout out to the team who put mango. That's a new disease we don't know about yet, but we're going to hold on to that. Next time something pops up, we'll name it that. Question 8. If you are in Thailand, what would you most likely do with a tuk-tuk? This one happened to be my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram, you likely knew that the tuk-tuk would be coming up tonight, and it is a motorized rickshaw. It is a taxi, basically. They look fun. I would love to ride on a tuk-tuk. Also, I'm happy to say that every single team who submitted for this one got it right. We have a social, everybody. Perhaps that means that you follow me already on Instagram, or maybe it just means that you knew what a tuk-tuk was. Whatever the case may be, well done. Also, give me a follow at Trivia Meredith. I will help you out with a hint every single time we bring you a new quiz. Our 9th question in round number 3. Famous for his signature sword dance after sinking a difficult putt, Juan Antonio Rodriguez is a Hall of Fame golfer, better known by what double talk nickname? 7 teams put a really great but not correct answer. His name was not Putt Putt Rodriguez, but rather better known as Chichi Rodriguez. Chichi Rodriguez, your correct response. Let's see how you did on number 9. 51% of you all coming in with a correct answer. We are moving on to our final question in round number 3. Then we've got the picture round to close out tonight's game. Here's number 10. Referring to the sound of a heartbeat of someone in love, Bitty Bitty Bum Bum was a 1994 hit for what singer who popularized Tejano music in the 1990s? Gone too soon. That singer is Selena. Selena, your correct response. So love that movie starring Jennifer Lopez. My intro to J-Lo. I bet others of you in the same boat out there. Let's check in with our standings. We've got a tie right now as we head into the final round with 18 points each in 22 points each in 18th place, Puff Daddies, Plants Make Love 2, and Jewel Hand Luke. Tied in 15th with 23, the plushest Nando, Team Cockroach, and Catman Don't. Tied in 13th with 24, Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, and Canadis. Tied in 11th with 25, McClunky and Jackash Incorporated. Tied in 8th place with 26, we have Jive Turkeys and Team 578, as well as Team 578 in 7th place right now with 27 points. Pieced it together. Tied in 5th with 28, the Helsinki Syndrome and the Rubber Yolks. Tied in 2nd place with 29 points, We Drink and We Know Things, 69 and 17. And 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Holding on to that top spot, the only team with a perfect score. 3 rounds in, 30 for 30. We drink and we know things. 12. Well done. We drink and we know things. 12. It all comes down to this final round this evening. We shall see if you can hold on to that top spot. On your pages tonight, everybody, down at the bottom, if you scroll underneath where all of the team names are, you will find these tipping widgets. Help us out if you can. Donations are always very much appreciated. Thank you so much for supporting the show over the past 3 years. Thanks. You're great. Our picture round tonight. It is in the category of based on a true story. In this round, you're going to see 10 images of movies or TV shows that are based on a true story. It is your job to name the movie or TV show based on the image that you see depicted on your page. Here's how it's going to be laid out for you all. If you're not familiar, you will see all 10 images next to each other. Inside of each of them, there will be a number 1 through 10. And then underneath those 10 images are 10 numbered blanks. So please enter in the name of the TV show or movie on the corresponding numbered blank. You all are going to have 5 minutes to work on this round. Then we'll come back together, go over those correct answers, and move into the final question of the night, the tiebreaker question. Let's do it, everybody. We are looking for the names of these 10 movies or TV shows in order that are all based on a true story. Good luck, everybody. See you back here in 5 minutes. We are halfway through the picture round. Hope it's going well for you all thus far. Reminder, we are looking for the name of the movie or TV show that is based on a true story. Make sure you put things in the correct order. In about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we'll go over the correct answers, then move into that tiebreaker. Good luck. We are almost there, everybody. Please make sure that you click submit answers to send over all 10 of your responses for this round. And keep an eye out. That countdown timer is going to be heading your way any moment now. Reminder, we are looking for the name of the movie or TV show. It's happening. Here comes the timer. I've got some answers for you all from this picture round. We've got movies and TV shows that are based on a true story. Number one, loosely based on the rivalry between Hollywood actors Joan Crawford and Betty Davis. That miniseries is called Feud. Feud, your answer there. Number two, based on NWA's formation. That movie is called Straight Outta Compton. Number three, based on the life of Catherine the Great. This show is called simply The Great. Number five, based on the life of the notorious B.I.G. The show is called, or movie rather, is called Notorious. Number five, based on the life of Elizabeth Holmes. That show is called The Dropout. Number six, based on the life of Alan Turing and the Enigma machine. That movie is called The Imitation Game. Number seven, that is American Crime Story. The People versus O.J. Simpson. Our next image there, that is a still from the movie The Iron Lady about Margaret Thatcher. Next, we have a still from Dickinson about the life of Emily Dickinson. And lastly, that movie, which is about the events in South Africa before and during the 1995 Rugby World Cup. It is called Invictus. So let's see how you did here. Hope you came up with a correct answer. Let's see. Feud, incredibly tough one. Shout out to those of you who got Feud right. But I think it deserves one of these. Feud. We didn't watch it, but It was supposed to be very good. Great actors on that show. Imitation Game and Invictus tied for the easiest ones in that round. Let's check in with our final standings. But first, let's do the tiebreaker, everybody. The tiebreaker, as always, is going to have a number as an answer. And your goal in placing your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. So that means you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you end up as part of a tie here tonight, whoever is closest to that number is going to break that tie. Here it is, your tiebreaker. Give us your best guess. How much money in US dollars did the 2014 movie The Imitation Game earn at the worldwide box office in total? Oh. The Imitation Game, starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Keira Knightley, at the worldwide box office brought in $227,328,585. In the event that you were a part of a tie here this evening, whoever is closest to that correct number is going to break that tie, and we will post the results of our tiebreaker over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out for that. We'll post those results as soon as we are able. Reminder, everybody, the virtual Tournament of Champions is coming up right here on Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. You can find us at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and RSVP to commish at nyctrivialeague.com. Let us know if you're going to be there or not. Also, next week, we will be back for our usually scheduled Wednesday quiz right here at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And as one final bummer of a reminder, we are saying farewell to the Monday quiz effective June 12th. So that is not this coming Monday, but the one after that. So we will miss having that Monday quiz. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Let's head on over to the winner's circle. See what happened with these scores this evening. Finishing up the quiz tonight in a tie for 19th place with 28 points. Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, Plants Make Love Too, and Team Cockroach, The Next Computation. Tied in 17th with 29, J&J and Swearwolves. In a tie for 15th with 30 points, we have Team Cockroach and Canadis. Tied in 13th with 31 points, Puff Daddies and Jive Turkeys. Tied in 10th with 32 points, The Plushest Nando, McClunky, and Jack Ash Incorporated. Tied in 8th tonight with 34, Team 578 and Team 578. Tied in 5th with 37 points, Pieced It Together, The Helsinki Syndrome, and The Rubber Yolks. Tied in 2nd place tonight, we've got 3 teams who only missed one the entire evening. 39 out of a possible 40. We Drink and We Know Things, 69. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and We Drink and We Know Things, 17. And our big winners tonight, the only team to have a perfect score throughout, 40 out of a possible 40 points. Congratulations go to We Drink and We Know Things, 12. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Hope to see you at the virtual championship on Monday. And if not, then a week from today. Thank you to Peter. Even though he was not here this evening, he provided excellent moral support. I appreciate you. Thank you to Cullen for creating this quiz in many ways, for helping to make this happen. Thank you to Murr for creating the software that you all played the game on tonight. We'll be back soon. Good night, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you. Take care.